Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a very special episode of Easy Buckets. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. In today's video, I got something that I guarantee you guys are gonna love, especially if you love NBA trades. Yesterday, I made a video of 10 NBA superstars that will get traded this season, and for this video specifically, we're gonna be talking about 10 NBA players, but not under the category of superstar. The NBA trade deadline is coming up. It's less than 2 months away, March 25th, and with so many new NBA players in trade rumors right now, NBA teams have to prepare to try to make a move to make them better before the deadline is over. So if you're a big NBA fan and want to know about some trades that could potentially happen, you're gonna love this video. But quickly, before I get on with the video, I just want to say, if you're new to the channel and love basketball, welcome to Easy Buckets. My name is Soom and I make basketball videos every single day. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and click this button right here, the post notification bell, to not miss any of my upcoming videos. If you watched this video and you loved it, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. It would help out the channel a lot. But without wasting any more time, let's talk about 10 NBA players that will be traded.
Alright, I need you to look in the camera and say it's a make or miss league.
I don't believe that.
Okay. Then you don't have to say it.
I appreciate it.
The first player on this list is JJ Redick, currently of the Pelicans. JJ Redick right now is one of the most popular trade targets when it comes to a championship contender looking for a sharpshooter to play a minimal but impactful role. Last year, JJ Redick signed a 2-year contract with the Pelicans, hoping that Brandon Ingram and Zion can bring him back to the NBA playoffs. And with the Pelicans right now not being that successful, JJ Redick is definitely not going to be re-signing with them this offseason, which puts the Pelicans in an awkward position where they have to try to trade him. If you look at JJ Redick's stats this year, it's not that good. He's only averaging 8 points per game, 1.7 rebounds, 1.2 assists, and the fact that he's only making 1.6 3-pointers made a game compared to last season of 3.0, JJ Redick right now is not being utilized properly by Stan Van Gundy. The Pelicans want Zion and Brandon Ingram to have the best players around them, and trading JJ Redick to get assets for the future is what they're looking into right now. JJ Redick right now just isn't hitting his shots. He's only averaging 34% at the field goal, and maybe a new situation and a new coach that can put him in better positions would be better for his championship opportunities. In my opinion, JJ Redick is one of the best shooters right now in the NBA. He's in the category of a dead-eye veteran, and a lot of NBA teams would love JJ Redick's addition, as he could just be a big spark plug off the bench. As I make this video, he's being linked to the Boston Celtics, and sometime soon I see a big JJ Redick trade happening. The next player on this list is Aaron Gordon of the Orlando Magic, and Aaron Gordon has been in trade rumors for a long time now. When talking about last year's NBA trade deadline, the Orlando Magic were in heavy trade talks with multiple teams for Aaron Gordon, but because of COVID and the pandemic, a trade ultimately didn't go through. When looking at Aaron Gordon's stats this year, he actually is playing worse than last year. He's averaging 13.8 points, 7.2 rebounds, 4.2 assists, 0.7 steals, and 0.8 blocks. And the fact that right now, without Jonathan Isaac, without Markelle Fultz, Aaron Gordon just simply isn't getting better, I see the Orlando Magic just simply moving on from him. Aaron Gordon is still young. I would say he's entering his prime, and a lot of NBA teams would love to gamble on Aaron Gordon as he always tries to get better and learn new things. And right now, it just feels right for him and the Orlando Magic to just separate. Aaron Gordon is one of those wings that has the opportunity and potential to be a great defender and a decent offensive player. And that's why right now he's being linked to a lot of teams. He's being linked to the Blazers, he's being linked to the Wizards, he's being linked to the Pacers. A lot of NBA teams will love Aaron Gordon, and he's a very popular trade candidate right now as well. Probably the best affordable forward right now. The next player on this list is PJ Tucker of the Houston Rockets, and he's the best available when it comes to an NBA veteran that could literally bring a lot of leadership, experience, but more importantly, a 3 and defensive system atmosphere. After Russell Westbrook got traded, then James Harden got traded, The next trade piece that could be moving on has to be PJ Tucker. With PJ Tucker being 35 years old this season, turning 36, and having 0 NBA championships, PJ Tucker already requested a trade with the Rockets, and it'll be a matter of time when he ultimately gets traded. I love PJ's game. He brings competitive nature, hustle atmosphere, and of course he's one of the best defenders at the perimeter and interior, and his addition to any championship contender would be spectacular. The Rockets right now are focusing their future on Oladipo, John Wall, and Christian Wood, and Tucker right now just simply doesn't fit there. PJ Tucker is a very likely player to be traded. The next player on this list is George Hill, currently of OKC, and George Hill is simply a perfect point guard for any NBA team that wants veteran leadership and just a simple, high basketball IQ playmaker. As of right now, George Hill is playing on OKC, definitely a rebuilding team, and with them focusing their future at the guard position of Lou Dort and Shai Gilgeous, George Hill simply doesn't fit there. He was just sent there for cash considerations. As of right now, George Hill is averaging 11.8 points, 2.1 rebounds, and 3.1 assists, and I believe his addition to any NBA championship contender that needs a point guard off the bench, not in the starting lineup, a point guard off the bench, he would be a great addition. With George Hill only having a $10 million contract, he's not that expensive, he's kind of affordable, and maybe an NBA team can offer up a second round pick in exchange for George Hill. George Hill has all these skill sets. He can play make, he can facilitate, and he can even catch and shoot. George Hill has 0 NBA championships, and that's why I see him requesting a trade. The next player on this list is Lou Will of the Clippers, and he's a very popular target right now when it comes to a 6-man that could be a scoring punch off the bench for any NBA team. As I make this video, Lou Will simply just isn't a main factor in the Clippers rotation right now. He's only averaging 9 points per game and playing 20 minutes. Compared to last year, he averaged about 18 points per game and 5 assists. And the fact that right now the Clippers are focusing more of their future on Reggie Jackson, Luke Kennard, and Marcus Morris, and simply pushing back Lou Will, it doesn't bode well for his future in LA. We all know Lou Will is one of the best 6-mans in NBA history, and simply going to a new team that could give him a better opportunity might be the best thing for his future and his NBA career. With Lou Williams having a lot of name value in the NBA, he's very popular. A lot of NBA teams wouldn't mind trading for him, as he's simply on a cheap contract right now of $9 million. A lot of NBA teams need a scoring punch off the bench, but Lou Will doesn't just bring that. He brings a playmaking ability, and with that skill being there, he still has a lot of value. He's just shooting bad right now, and maybe a new situation would be great for him. The next player on this list is Will Barton of the Denver Nuggets, and he's a very popular target if the Denver Nuggets decides to make a big trade this year to try to get better and simply go back to the NBA Western Conference Finals. After losing Jeremy Grant and Torrey Craig this past offseason, the Denver Nuggets need defense, and the only way they're gonna get it is try making a trade. And with Will Barton having a $10 million contract, he's their best available trade target. Will Barton is an average defender, but treating him for an above average defender might be the best thing for them, as defense was a big part of why they made it all the way to the Western Conference Finals last season. Will Barton is averaging 11 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists, and losing him might not be a big difference if they get a better player to help them on the defensive end. The next player on this list is Al Horford of OKC, and he's in the exact same situation as George Hill. He's an NBA veteran on a rebuilding team that simply just wants an NBA championship, and with him having a lot of trade value and also a pretty decent contract, if NBA teams are willing to offer up some money and a player that can match his salary, Al Horford could be a great starting center or even a center off the bench that can play make, spread the floor, and just be an impactful leader. As of right now, Al Horford is playing pretty good basketball on OKC. He's averaging 13 points, 7 rebounds, 2.6 assists, 0.8 steals, and 0.8 blocks, and his addition to any NBA team would be spectacular if he just ends up playing a minimal role. Al Horford and George Hill have no future in OKC. OKC should try to trade both of them. The next player on this list is Evan Fournier of the Orlando Magic, and he's in the exact same situation as Aaron Gordon, a part of a team for a long time and simply wasn't successful. The Orlando Magic right now are putting Evan Fournier in trade talks to try to simply get better for the future. Evan Fournier is having a pretty good season. He's averaging 17 points per game, 2.5 rebounds, and 3.6 assists. And I believe Evan Fournier's days as a starter is coming to an end. I believe the best thing for Evan Fournier right now is go to a championship contender, play a role off the bench, and simply be a scoring punch, bring NBA veteran experience, and just be impactful there. The Orlando Magic are actually getting a lot of calls for him, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if both Aaron Gordon and Evan Fournier both get traded before the NBA trade deadline. Evan Fournier is an above average 3-point shooter, and with that skill being there, he has a lot of NBA value. The next player on this list is Matisse Thybulle of the 76ers, and Matisse is on the trade market right now, and if the 76ers want to go full throttle to the NBA Finals and want to make at least one trade to get better, Matisse Thybulle is their best trading asset if they want to keep both Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle really isn't there to be an offensive player. He's actually one of the better perimeter defenders in the league. He's averaging 1.5 steals per game, and NBA teams that want defense, Matisse Thybulle is a cheap and affordable player with a lot of potential. The 76ers already have their wings of Danny Green and Seth Curry, and of course they want to develop Tyrese Maxey, and that's why Matisse Thybulle is their best trade asset. And the last player on this list is Hassan Whiteside of the Sacramento Kings, and he's a very popular trade target when it comes to an NBA team that wants rim protection and simply an interior defender that's elite at shot blocking. When talking about his situation right now, he's behind Marvin Bagley and Richaun Holmes in the rotation, and with him signing only a 1-year minimum contract, the Kings know that next year he's not going to resign and go to a new team, and with NBA teams wanting Hassan Whiteside, trading him instead of losing him for nothing might be a good idea. He's only averaging 7 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 block per game, compared to last season, averaging 13 points, 15 rebounds, and 3 blocks. And we all know Hassan Whiteside has a lot of potential, and maybe playing for a better situation where he can get consistent minutes might be the best thing for him. So ultimately guys, this wraps up my video for today on 10 NBA players that are going to be traded during this year's NBA trade deadline. What's most important to me is what are your thoughts? Are these realistic? Are these players going to be traded? Or are there any other players you believe that I missed on this list? Put your thoughts in the comment section down below. But other than that, take it easy, God bless, and I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets. Woo!